Inter Milan also omo ebe give you more than 200%. Obesa uyi Barca free man. Almost first leg. Omo Comanju ball draw 3-3. Nanso just beyond 100%. Or double effort. And they will give 200% a watching match now for Inter Milan to qualify to the next stage of the UEFA Champions League. Similarly, Inzaghi, a coach at the man, the Nerazzurris, on also watch them say match no a very tough game. And found home any first leg. Results from Konya, we on the Barca air bar on any day, no matter the venue. A big game name Inter for a match no or more and so able to me qualify. Barca fans, oh, GDS a BPK. Watching on me qualify Italy and team so far 4,000 fans and Alande ewo a year Milan Chrome Honoma omo support omo dear club a year FC Barcelona into Barca fans no omo a very very hopeful so china a peke and a club no so a secure qualification and upon Ote Trent Alex Arnold any video na officially on Liverpool for a dinkra na Madrid for and Afano as a free agent Madrid then so de famekwa pa omo pe every season biano omo enya player oye free na omo afane Trent babesi akan de amomo eno ho bufo nti Liverpool supporters no ebeto dwa previously over 2 months ago no omo started say omo shi ne jersey ene boy nanga sene no muton oye official announcement we no fans no a start twaja to ne jersey number 66 na ohye e Liverpool omo enso aso eye a classical ni air basso Sunday between Madrid and Barca. 4 points and then Barca at a Madrid at a second. Na Madrid GD pass the league and bro also say on bet me I bet 4 points no Abeji league in Edifi Barca and some standard here a classical no Madrid players ni na or did you home come on say a head day or more ebe peke a win a game man or more enso airport na me a duma Sunday. And Christopher Nkunku so or free Chelsea at the end. 2:15 area and a classico no e basso den
Leicester so Chelsea
yeah
the tie society
oh say we dey Falama Chelsea oh Leicester relegated Leicester
sorry Newcastle
yes a tough game
a big game
a tough game a very tough
Chelsea the Newcastle and a game
a tough
all right we are very
family we good for
all right our break who's a me na o sign so yes. Okay. Mene kwa me so be kure de nyame adu otina. All right. Ye fasia, ye fa commercials kakra bi aba 05515999933. Eno any WhatsApp line between the messages kakra bi afa so abre. Ye nche kra message ya no. Extra time to me eso. Embraso say Mickey Eddie local source no ebreye. Kwame boko
nyame adom na so
ready nyame adom bia boko pa.
De nyame ase. De nyame ase se be fine.
Yes. Sisi de so zu ni dia wia. 2 weeks the who's already there we had that.
Oh, there
so we are also now did this.
Oh, there be 712.
Okay.
112.
No panel for breakfast. Yeah.
There be.
We are so needy. Time no did.
Oh, after extra time.
Do the once.
Once a day.
Wow. You see them be the media free control HSA Okotra Mahano Pepi after kickoff. I want to do Dianopa.
Pure Becca say piano.
No, great.
All right.
I'm watching mommy. What do you
set to cameras.
Need you.
Well, General, and then 6 p.m. and a Ghana be an opportunity. About a second game, our AFCON, Koso, our Egypt, abroad, the black satellite of Ghana. One more, and then one Maya, your friend, or a year. You qualify at the immunity. And next game is against Congo DR. A big game, and a Bebaso, and a day ama the black satellite of Ghana. And I'm soon, Emma, the vice president of the GFA. Utuanamon kushia ye team no any place ni kudin komo se sabre se hu hia se woso mutimi edin kunim ni message na ne se omo first game womo eyade na second game against Senegal leader first game against Congo womo yade board draw second game against Senegal leader also mutimi eyiromo na ba wa ben the honorable sports minister honorable Kofi Idi Adams Sansom and a GFA president and asmano amana be hia monti ade bi also mu ye bia na second game womo timi din kunim biano e so mutimi ye no mu din kunim said be Ghana afkona yakwa kopiem a ye bo na 20 no ye betima boy homodin enso ewom ye beto so wada story say they make regional football association no wo mo aso ye o say tutu agyeman ono ena ye arefi chairman dem Ashanti region ena den sema wodo e de etudwa wo so mu dwumedi a wo mu di arefi no mu dwumedi o mu di no aya nkuranse no wo mo ko ye papa because of division 2 and the coach football e show mo arefi ne nsa no enu ti say president of the GFA Katiye Sokreku no wotimi aboa mo sa aka pickups na e be boa wo mo dwumedi a wo mo e ba bedi amoa ayo mo football atumetum pon regions no
easier football administration no ne bibia na ye dem you know we shouldn't lose sight of the fact say that no issue here no fortunately me am in seminar there buy and I will say RFA Ashanti because me use a private car me use my RFA no and we have a driver too it me use for 13 years there and then for say it's worth it until hopefully so in area na Ibejaho so obviously it has to be in a very good shape for whoever
said yeah oh yeah car ba ko na obi aba aba so say maintenance there oh yeah the best no we so be maintain na in future they be take it over bia no now no so team use one
the status quo must remain because obviously you say me private car me nyane basa there why should the official car me nyane basa debi that is the problem we have and the media association abide there no I don't believe in that mentality brighten the corner wherever you are nejaho nejadimpao and I think that's exactly what we're going to do with this car.
Tutu agyeman and the sansemu atudwa wasanso de so se sabre enye wonwa otowa na ye GFA president Katiye Sokreku wakoy second vice e de ama ye kafa enye wonwa wo ya die papa obeso football mu no wo boye pa
more than good news na me mum dia nyem wonwa because we say the bia no na you who the negative side of people that is what we criticize but so be nipa no closely now really you are into what he is doing you get to know really President Sokreku he's doing very well. Easy Tony because someone say your football no imagine say region back no regions regions easy intermediate everywhere you go so no meaning who say we're a good leader no check that time crowd na enya dey asebe wa for that mantle no because I became close to him when he was the chairman of the FA Cup committee, Sobekaya, some time back during President Kwesi Nyantakyi's era. And he will be very hardworking. And the knowledge in football was strong. Yeah, and he because it will go a long way to help Ghana football grow. And I said, we would do position Bizuswa. Ebuabe Bray, Yenina Kai, Tamana, President Kwesi Nyantakyi. And I'm a Bray, or Koya Cafe, yeah, Chirkrano, Timmy Coffee, Father Boy Bray. And I view Yenya Fredachi. Yes. One also so is somebody you can't mention Ghana football without mentioning Achi. Yeah. We're teaming for Ladano. And hopefully or to us or more to us. Yeah, we have we bow out, yes. But or more making roots. And I think on the social relationships, so yeah. Nti yenya botrema GFA yenya botrema omo we say problems in the doso but to criticize one criticize objectively na no odin let's be hopeful say what cause so no bibia no be working in favor of Ghana and we thank God say currently our Black Stars too they've started performing more pressure no tension kra no akofom kakra and yeah e basa na ma unya kwan na adwuma so ye ne ye you say amanfu dawa de obeyi bia kra nyefe and a Black Star also in a cable tension in our system no until let's all hope and pray for the better and for Kate to really gradually ascend the throne to the CAF presidency itself. Obviously he should aim high and that's what we are also looking up to, and it's not an unsurmountable task. Yeah, until we say that's my candid opinion.
RFA chairman de Ashanti region say to Ajiman Nsema wode atudane nto aso big game course Accra Sports Stadium between Kumasi and Asante Kotoko and Accra has of coach Abdulkarim Zito coach Edema Kotoko was so real league in Pempensu edura onya pa ofina kumem honest pa league ne de obegye se pushi pushi for FA Cup no FA Cup no no gidi se obetimi ageba league ne pa de ogidi se e be difficult we ne honest comment our dituja.
When you look at the two sides of the coin, the FA and the league, I think if I'm not going to be selfish, we have to push more for the FA than the league. So we are going to push more for the FA than the league. I have to be honest with you. I think when you look at the two sides of the coin, the FA.
We in sema coach Abdulkarim Zito ode atuja also hwe pa Kumasi Asante Kotoko push for the FA Cup and obey best and until obe push for the FA Cup no among for kasase there be Kumasi Asante Kotoko one two strikers Albert Amwa and the Kwampoku players no one ye selfish obi gina ye kra na also pia board man yonkwa ompia emfa maisi abra Kotoko ne Diana Stars boy esanso kosi e wa Accra Sports Stadium coach Abdulkarim Zito wakasa de afa ho se players no onyini ese bibisa e wo montem.
No, I think yes. During our first match, Amwa should have given the ball to Poku, and today to look at what happened. I think it's not about rivalry. It's about lack of focus and self-centered. You understand me? Everybody wants to score to feel the importance, and that's why in Europe they attach much importance to assisting. If you assist, you get some points. So it's not rivalry, it's rather self-centered. Everybody wants to know. No. I think...
Yes, sema coach Abdulkarim Zito, head coach Edema Kumasi Asante Kotoko nchirimu a wadi abafa Albert Amwa ene Kwampoku o chechemu se place ni no bia pese oto atana eno na nam so emasa ade no ekoso ewo club ni ento so ewo league des woman no that top of the league eye baby any gold stars na so say America say the Nations FC and about the top of the league and I'm so ma confirm pom manso wadi atudwa wo se sabre o gidi ye se eye tough de se empo no wo ebetimi agi league no anaso mo gi league no but mo gi league na ebebo mo ye papa enso ho na so kasa wo say osanso de to say support so no wo may play very important role e de mo but mo be mumbu still league no wo mo ambition so mbeji e Ghana Premier League no
we have their support. We appreciate everything that they are doing for us. So yes, we also need to do something, that is by winning the trophy. And then I'm very sure they will continue to do that. And then together we can all achieve what we want to achieve. Spirit, we have their support.
We in sema coach Edema Gold Stars Coach Frimpong Manso, after the game against Karela Boboko, the management of a Gold Stars and the technical team in a meeting to know Niema a course and Namso Masa defeat and so it me a buyer. Nanso GDS Achia and Mbui. Coaches no any technical team no management no e back yomo so mo ntoa so said be a Ghana Premier League o mamaji so person mo je no wo metimi age edesi mo na so yenko Kumasi Asante korakwaso ebiom Kumasi Asante korakwa na mu kopie mu osunyane court ni nyina ne fa pole ne nsensem no enso cases no aye nine ne wo mo kopie mu ho no de be pie mu nyina ne sesese no wo ma join the case no e de call on the 5th of June and on besan so afre a case in biom into June besum ade tosu enum and on besan so afre ye pole wo bekia pole e kohwe Kumasi Asante koroko match mo boy abra wo mani so atraman na nam so ma pole e hwe ne nko pim case ne so am e poni pakron krofom ye behind ye pole wo no and na mo course no case no o masan so da 5th of June and on besan so atena a case no esubiom yento asom e wo kotokone a has game a cosum abra enra e wa Crash Sports Stadium no review committee wamo ebetena sahwe games no enam complainer supporters no e de abase mu gidie enye club bi na kwa complain e de akwa koma GF nemom review committee ni GDSM also mutimi review e Kumasi Asante koroko and has game a course wa Crash Sports Stadium na referee performance no wo mutimi hwe decisions a wo da referee take ye no also mutimi ehwe enso ebo ho na attendance na poor no attendance no poor wa Crash Sports Stadium efa El Clasico no home Ghana Football Association GDSM this season clubs no wo promote wo games no wo promote games no e was clubs no wo agitum no mu promote games ahodo a wo ebo no wo promote games na GFN de bi so a eboa e ma supporters no etimi ba wo se this season enyo mo wa se league ne beba na wie no na attendance e wo fom yie papa e various centers no due to sa clubs no promote matches bo no also mutimi promote matches ne promote attendance no na GFN de bi so a attendance no enso betimi asesa enso ewo se wo de oni che Bechem United wama back to winning ways over the weekend no womu timi record win and so ewo womu match womu bena nam so ma sawa say oh you happy say sabre womu timi back to the winning ways no and no kwa motivation e ma timi to so the rest of the game 4 games no womu timi bo e di free all
because it's a very hard for to win today but I know it will come as the days go by. Well, they play well because the goals didn't come. That's why, because we struggled before we score. I don't know why, but we'll still work on the attackers so that they will bang in the goals. Injury and yellow cards, a suspension, and that's why. We expect more wins because we have to win at least.
Set Osawaya a coach at the Mabobo Kwa Freno Bechem United. 4 more games to go. Teams ben ebeka in Swetrama, 2 more teams ebeka in Swetrama no mako relegation Karela Legon Cities teams ni to aso saa na namsom ema Bobo Kwa Freno Legon Cities wo mo se derby the relegation there ukona oba editing and to 4 games aka no wo be try be fight same on relegation no betimi avoid the assistant coach Adnan Said and the same way e de atuja.
Thank you very much. There are a lot of factors that contributes to the loss of this game to Bechem United. But we came with a game plan to get the maximum 3 points because our fate is in our own hands. If you look at the first half, we played tactically well that we were able to hold Bechem United until the first 45 minutes, made some attempts to score. We came into the second half due to 1 or 2 injuries. We made some substitution that really affected us a little bit, and we considered
Adnan Said, coach Edema Legon Cities, 4 matches to go. Near league, the teams are on top 4, the teams are on relegation. The Black Queens of Ghana go so prepared towards AFCON. Ghana qualify could take part in the zone. So the Black Stars qualify, but the female national team, the female national team of Ghana, Black Queens them we meet team qualify. Our do many a year AFCON be. We go so prepare towards a yes tournament. Ghana yebeka kopim. General, we a few stories about Boano and Navy.
Okay. All right. Kwabe Mickey. Diakano and the game ebeboa na young stories no emu enso kakra Kessben television. Kessben 93.3 Mbamjo Kessben DSTV channel 364 Go TV channel 121. And the game trans na fe meneno APP stories no emu kakra. I'm so branch be at the message way by. Now, also general, I hope Masters and management have had the time for the El Clasico game on Sunday. So I'm urging them to push the Kotoko game to the evening on Sunday, so that they will get their numbers to the stadium. I see a friend Ukusi on the way by. And what is Zito saying? Kumasi Santikotoko play against Bibiani Gold Stars, and it's only 3 points between Nations and Kotoko. So what makes it difficult for Santikotoko to win the league? Zito should come again on what he has said. Even Kotoko's game against Brekum Chelsea in the FA Cup isn't easy at all for Kotoko. All right. On one of the buy. Andy, Yansha we no kakrebi. So Zito say why you give you up a league no home.
Too early.
Since in need as one any FA Cup. Too early.
Too early. I'm not coaching now. So I give you up to
yeah. So the casa no ga sign of a
We got dinner.
Yeah.
On next game you are playing Ghost.
As some of my sense is what my most my science Zito as no kind. Yeah. If you are in a mountain here. Interview. Okay. Yeah. Comment.
Yeah. Your next game is against
Zito.
I think when you look at the two sides of the coin, the FA and the league, I think if I'm not going to be selfish, we have to push more for the FA than the league. So we are going to push more for the FA than the league. I have to be honest with you. I think when you look at the two sides of the coin, the FA and the league, I think if I'm not going to be selfish, we have to push more for the FA than the league. So we are going to push more for the FA than the league. I have to be honest with you. I think when you look at the two sides of the coin, the FA and the league, I think if I'm not going to be selfish, we have to push more for the FA than the league. So we are going for it.
Yeah. When you coach a big team, and this is not something that I should inform Coach Zito. He's been there, he's achieved, Wababe Kochi, Wakwaba, he knows it all when it comes to issues of Kotoko. Then when you coach a big team, there's nothing like being selfish in terms of achievement. And then man will get big, and then man will get different from your competitors. Until when you are a coach of Kotoko, Nasa who had the chance to win the FA Cup, who had the chance to win the Ghana Premier League, you must win the two. And decide which competition in Africa that you want to participate. It is not about you being selfish. No. Give Madrid every trophy, they win it. Give Barcelona every trophy, they win it. Give Manchester United every trophy, they win it. Give Liverpool every trophy or more chance, they win it. And then the more different from their competitors. And then the more huge. Ali will win a Champions League today. The same coach failed to win it next time, they will sack him. Because the standard is different. Omo pe bibia general and then ma we big club. Omo pe so omo control bibia. Your both team Kasia should be Ali. Your both team Kasia should be Kotoko. Your both team Kasia should be House of Folk. And coach see if it's not being selfish. Coach, Saudi League now the FA Cup, you are not being selfish. You are writing your name in bold and italics in the history of Kotoko. kyerɛ sɛ ɛduru baabi a na agorɔ no agye agu no next year no atia na kaa no ntimi nkɔ no you took over with your assistant and you won everything, you won it all, and you are not being selfish, and you know there's a way out. Me league, you know, many coaches zito nyadwen waje mu ntem dodo. No.
Nana Bafo say ABA mind games we no play. What do you think? Nana Bafo Tornado FC.
No, you know. Say or play mind games. You want to answer your opinion with what you want to say. Even if it is mind games, it will also affect the fans. It also affect.
And what strategy messages about?
It will also players being so high, it will affect their psyche. And you know, I'm saying that the next game for Kotoko, and you go stars. Oh baby, it you know you cannot give up. A final before the final. Some Martin, a Newcastle be a message a minute from or a second from that particular game. A game will be a person baby. Go start for league and somebody me compete with nations so. Someone team compete with nations so. That match will depend a lot. Kotoko so benya hope. I was so mobile me at chase because you know everything is possible. Games in Akano. Nations be boss amateurs at home. Ombebo Legon Cities in away. Ombebo Holy Stars. Ombebo Heart of Lions. Kotoko games in everything. Same thing apply to where the Gold Stars. It coach. Who had the chance to win the two? Because FA Cup and Nyafo. Brecum Chelsea also want to win the FA Cup. And it is not as if we are playing it at the Baba Erasmus Stadium. Now I'm out the upper hand. When was the last time I Kotoko win a away game? Go back and check. The last time I Kotoko win a away game, Dabe. Young Apostles, Samates, Nations FC, Accra Lions, Heart of Oak. They know me come and you come here Kotoko above 5 away games. They are yet to win. And today I tell you Okwako Ewotakwa. Oh, the chance to win it. Coach, prepare the boys, prepare yourself that you have to win the Ghana Premier League. And no, Kotoko. And I don't think the match is now it is beyond the reach of Kotoko. No, imagine Sergio Kotoko beating Gold Stars. On about 54, Gold Stars above 53. Then it is between them and Nations. And Kotoko still want the chance because between Kotoko.
Heart of Lions, I know you be a film. I know you be a film. So yeah, almost more.
You know, Heart of Lions.
Oh,
Heart of Lions.
Okay.
Almost situation, no. Teams now many abrese or Moody League, no, Montre.
We are Nations. We are.
You know, Nations when you man film.
We here. Ah,
yes. Yes. Oh, two teams, no. I interest on person Moody League, no. You know, no team in I was the position of Gold Stars will leave this league in the final minute. So Bolik, I can't formats, Omians, how fee.
It happens.
Oh, you know,
major leagues look around.
It's a you. So, yes, sir. When you already say you want to win the league, major leagues, fine. But you Ghana Premier League. So, you 3 matches now, can they say they will lose at home to Karela? No. It goes start, no more be here to win it. Matches now can almost the only team I got 3 home games. And you know, Ghana Premier League no person or they are in one holiday. If it is the reason why a man made you to say Ghost, they have everything to win it. Say you Ghost are someone to me and winning league we party as a coach from Manson and any place in the back. First of all, I appreciated the work of the fans. I appreciated how they rally behind them from the very first day till now. Football be at me. But say you see a pass a Ghost Stars. You bully give you no one to me and ya didn't come. And no more fans. A young common on of management. They have everything at their corridors to win it. What again? More players, experience of a coach, or more incentive to win it. But they lost it at home. Until what I'm saying is that Coach Karim Zito, opposition in me, you know, baby, and I was so pushing for the trophy. Mean Jitum say, oh, here got to and your clubs and anchors are more dear, a confederation cup. But the Makoto that's from Kuno said, you know, Kodontimi League, no Makasom Cope Confederation. They have to be in the Champions League. That is where their competitors are. And no more competitors, no, and yet there be an omoje. So Koto can also use this one, assess the situation, and prepare very well for next time. And the last time I suggested, said, you know, if you are earning $7,000 from group stage, why don't you seek for a loan of $500,000? Sign quality players, going for a very good coach. Now start to say, compete, you are good to go. Kotoko there, they must win everything, and that makes them huge. That makes them different from other clubs.
7,000.
700,000. Okay, because 7,000.
Please tell Zito that we've heard him, but I should rather think otherwise. Because you're team manager Brekum Chelsea. And now also the air banner. Say Honor and Nida, young country Zito say. On paper, being from fun and issue. Nemo ma on my Brekum Chelsea, then Nida so FA Cup.
Also, a very good season, especially. Yes. Because almost so position of the league table, no. Baby, than you expect because I'm aboard doing a technical bench and say, perform better than that. But unfortunately, that is how they find themselves. And the FA Cup, one off game. Young Kwan and we Kotokoni Brekum Chelsea Boha, 64th minute na Kotoko creative first chance. And apart from that chance, the goal that they scored, it wasn't a chance. It was on one player na ajete exploit. And a corner no Brekum Chelsea defenders no lose concentration no team ball on the chair. Into a game a very, very difficult, and I hope they Brekum Chelsea be through everything in that game. The same thing applies to Kotoko. The coach, Kotoko dear Oba, well, we need Mumpuni Kwasi Katro. Win. And no matter no, Obia blame has a folk because at least in terms of the gameplay.
No, if also about game also no, that would be a match time.
And match
time no, asem no.
A classic on 2:15.
No, Kotoko ne. Friends say Brekum Chelsea no.
Yeah,
I will takwa no.
Numero. Time is 7.
Numero. No more doing Newcastle. Any Chelsea game no 11 a.m.
Okay.
And at 3:30 you will Arsenal Liverpool.
Okay.
And this our game no ko share that time no more. Any back row cause one share be affected to game no. No pushing ko.
Okay. Now, only say Enra.
Backward,
So you only say Enra attendance na ye can. Only say Chelsea and Liverpool game no so count.
And so count.
Yes, I can home. Kotokone has a folk decline by na check mejitum. In last 3 seasons, I was at a crash post today with Franco Naro. And omo be a gate free central former shall be ansensio. Until ye jitum say the sharp decline between Kotoko has a folk no at check. But said you, ye to tun ye may be ya. You bet me nothing's right. Mesajitum say FNE blame the clubs. Say they don't promote their games. Mejitum say clubs they don't promote their games. And I know me buy a Mickey catch up so Opariado Casara na me sre. Because me kai the last time I met so Opariado cracker has yourself. We don't recall the last time I'll be able to have to put fans at Tuogum. They lack the confidence. The team is not performing. Or more issues with how the club is managed. Or more issues with management. Or more issues with board. And the stadium no crown or more cop. But at least, come when your leader be no be convinced or no be to ginger them. It will propel them to follow the club. But say yo, has match in one so makakobos nipa 5, nipa 6, nipa 10. And now benya or my fans are no more come baby. Kotoko match see at home, they try to do something. But as usual, when the team is not performing, you don't expect the fans to troop to stadium. Now, more you turn between young and I am Cononsono. So check is a derby. Chelsea ni Liverpool airport. So we shall Ghana Premier League na January at the top park and so. Now they bet 2 Liverpool ni Chelsea park and so you mean no cranim you always 2 times I will come. Until all those factors put together, and then man perform a check Kotoko has to be a ditum se quality no of them. And now she boku friend has to focus more debo. Now she quality has of players no a process here. A binum ya dear now to binum some more debo of them. A binum befitting the standard of the club. It going forward. Obia will roll to play. Say a person Kotoko has in year. You know, let's sign quality players. Quality players, you know, Emma confidence to the fans. You ever born you the can't discuss say you don't bote will talk, Beckwin will talk. Other players will talk. Alessa Samoa Bekasa, Amankwamri Kubekasa, Jacob Nete Bekasa, we Bekasa. And to we a fan now fear no ginger or say, Hope Ukraina Unino. Oko Stadium will be beating me. But then, you know, who are the leaders on the field of play? Bekasa, they are draw fans and Ediaba. Into the media, the clubs, the FA for Ankasa, and also dear no more. The say, the biggest clash, the biggest fixture. So far as the Ghana Premier League is concerned, a dear no one did we are set match in Basso into Bianto put to stadium. Say, young Nayan Kai Huam, Nayan value the standard of our league, young value general, the attitude of the consumers. Consumers no more kwakoshe match na kotu yes carry no. Omo confidence level of referees in class senate here. Omo ko gina omo say referee o better than the game no be any draw be the see. Na you know ya nye bibi ma referees na ntimi anye so decisive and say they are in charge there. Ye ball no be yesi ya de bia numbers na be kwachi. Na amam phone co stadium ya nhwa anka ya nhwa address and as you na akọ ababe through the level affected Kotoko and Hasselhoff. Now her stadium home the toswa. Obosi ni paka krebi and it. This is our biggest feature, and you know we need to do a reset as to how people don't troop to value the Kotoko Hasselhoff game anymore.
All right, the Kotoko game, the Kotoko Chelsea is 7 p.m.
That's good. Yeah. Because Sunday match is so hot. Yes, Sunday match is so hot until the Kosher we are there unya baby.
El Clasico at 2:15. Now
Yes.
Kotoko 7 p.m.
Yes.
But Arsenal, Liverpool, very attractive fans. I'm for big dinner soon. Kotoko, Brekum Chelsea.
Still, I'll be but any be because Liverpool fans in the situation that is Ghana. Again, Liverpool are league in every. Arsenal need a team to stop them. Again, Arsenal fans and also their game between Paris Saint-Germain. The outcome of the game also be determined. Because so much Arsenal fan be anybody against Liverpool or Bobehe. But let's don't forget the points between Manchester City and Arsenal, and also bet me and my fans and so decided say on Beheba, fans be support to Arsenal, fans be support to Liverpool. But I don't think that game alone, looking at the intense, the demand of that match, a bit me drive fans away from the stadium because Kotokone Brekum Chelsea they saw the good match at the Barbara, and I'm hoping they will sell a very good match at Otakwa.
Okay. One of the greatest avenues of bringing back the fans is to develop the next generation of supporters. The fans we are currently seeing don't have the passion for our local league. I side with Andy Kombolo.
Okay,
we mentioned later.
Okay.
Yeah. Fans now has a say, especially the young ones.
I didn't, yeah.
I pay for free.
I didn't, yeah. 1, 2 clubs are not managed well. 2, the players don't befit the standard. 3, the club don't promote their matches. 4, the FA doesn't respect the consumers. It is a Uganda, Bobo near Casse. Oh, Martin on first match, oh, 2-1, 2-0, 2-2, ding. Oh, ref in a crowd, matching in from, ding. You know, the moment I will pay deaf ears to some of the stories, now mom phone so lose trust. Your bomb match, the beer, and a referee, dear say no. Now you hate the ding, and one says you yente. Your pitches are not and you're correct. Your quite your match commissioners, not quite. Say, oh, pitch on a first class pitch, a che, Santiago Benabao, ding. Your referee for among for resi concerner, ding, you number for the ball I heard, see it into your players, yet it's a referee into your mocha, yet it's you must almost stadium Nasa Yabon, name of the ball, you bet you, Bosumi, you bet you escape. No. So, General, conscious effort should be put in place to make sure, say, you're born in Crofoni better home. And none the Bema Udiwa Uba, cost stadium, say, Omiyankonko Hegema, Ubenya Diane Pepper. Na yesa kwa ye mo fans na ho ban ye saade ba nyina put together and adinwa na your coaches no so improve their preferential and differential tactics because one way not also cross and head not torso bim you too much but at least let's entertain fans ne kakra no mbeba no let's swim passes, let's control the game, let's show more transitional play, let's allow the young player to exhibit their talent. Now, my quality no park so into Osha, Ubenya that excitement, Ubenya that Ghana star, that grow football now, ya brand and Ubenya be a film. But say you, and China, if you deba say a ball, no, ye abroad ball over, that has it have any effect away game at 1-1? 0. Into your say, coach is in the FNA yard by improving them. But I'm be do park and so, Jom Kusian or Monfanya. See, you're putting that together. you know your game no bit me akone under 20 Sergio and no more ball against Senegal. The first game, you know, a draw, not bad, but the output of the players individually, we were not impressed. Yeah, Ghana for me, Jitum Sen and Sen, Yamante second, you know, but at least you perceive who certain players, you perceive who certain style, you perceive who said this is Ghana, and when it comes to under 20, we are the only nation to win the under 20 World Cup. Except you pay your dues. Again, you produce a lot of quality materials from under 20 the national team nakoyi. So we expect something better than the saying yeshero. Until the yesterday and say, could this mon affair in Mrantiano? The local player that will be given the chance, and the foreign players must prove why they should be given the chance to dominate in the under 20 call-up. Because born I heard the first idea. So Joe, foreign players now the country from some. But today against Senegal and so on in their first game, and we are expecting them to live up to expectation because first match they are pardon say it's a first game. At least this second game will help them to warm themselves up for the game in the beat Barcelona. First game they Ghana for Anyantum, and we expect something better from any game in I perceive anyway. You know, Kotoro say first of all the basis to the RFA you know. Already, Namin said Basses in be your hall on the bar under President President time. But almost so almost be count said a RF, you know, a Juma Beko year. I don't think it's a bad idea. But I think going forward, you know, Pompis can be say a football him. I want to the most important thing. And the Division 2 for no Mubo League, they are not ready to play in Division 1. Said you Nareho. Or Mubo Division 2 no. Opiam person be qualified by Division 1. Edientia, Opa Obe with this car. Into the level of competitiveness, no fem. Why? Because sikani ho. Into yam pompi sikansi your football nim. Ka na ye. But general football all over the world. But be a game na ye bia no e ska. Enti sikani bi wo ho a yemfa nyai ka to no yemfa ma class no. No mo invest in their clubs to make our football better. And the Division 2, Ubi Satan Ebeko Division 1 will be as Division 1 de Ubi so be also Division 1 de because you know the whole season you are just earning 8,000 cedis for the whole season. No, won't you mean find football? Until now, Mr. Mofajan to Sunday message bars, you know me or Hano, and that dear so be free. Yeah.
That's our message discussing.
We can discuss. Yes.
Yeah.
It is a do. Si canepa F who are be they should invest it in the clubs. Omo invest and on a baby and quality players. Kotokone has ya sema jenu ya can perform party ya chiremu ama ya kasa woni na say the both teams lack quality material that will draw fans to stadium. Enu ti na performer e de hwe. Emrafo no ball na ahwe ne ye hwe ye players na ko he. So and how many people watch Milan games, Inter Milan and other teams, so Lazio, Napoli games? Because they don't have the quality materials to attract fans. But team no say players who man, you now you see I guess a to there in general. Say you need players or Kaiser Chiefs in Paris. Ebe draw a say go TV on here better kwakwe mat no. Enti ye kasa tintin nyina other factors can but the fact of the matter is the materials available to draw fans to stadium. Enti ye can you invest our clubs in him na enya ka atoro because you know aka atoro na doso. Now on the issue of
and they should check the matches well. Kumasi Asante Kotoko's next match is against Dreams FC. Hampacho Antisa Kotoko Sunday Omobo Africa. Omoni Brekum Chelsea. Or Takwa. After Takwa game no and Ombebo against Dreams
FC. Make a Gold Stars in and MSM no person correct.
Okay.
Make a Kotoko versus Gold Stars.
Okay.
In TMSM no person correct.
No, but correction no, say correction no, say correction na. Come say next game against Dreams.
Okay.
So got the twice. Yeah. Enti Kotoko Brekum Chelsea Takwa TND Stadium Yami Adama Kwesiada 7 p.m. and Sana Kotoko Board Dreams FC. Yentwaso.
And I know Pusa President Ketia Sukrukum question B. Answer or the man and the na emu na answer no obi Ghana ni be expected answer or the be sound convincing
question
obi say na say ono ne develop ne ho as against Ghana football.
Okay.
Answer or the my one convince Ghana ni bia.
On convince one as a Ghana.
You know, who project more than Ghana football now so you could football how convince you? How do you convince people that you are building the fundamentals and that is enough for you? The fundamentals you are building, you have only 4 players under 20 from the fundamentals you are building. And the 4 local players that started against Congo, you have 2 players from Dreams FC in that team. So again, you are rather benefiting at the expense of Ghanaians. It is a joke. May the bar basic coach what Ura say to Kutura Smo can I say, you need to get closer to President Kett and know that he is working. Nobody say he's not working. But the working now it is not reflecting football in all sectors. We don't need to get closer to him. Bona ye bono kotokone has ne ebo wi aye brem so obi ankopa referees na no ye kon masem se ntwi omoka match commissioners ne ye kon masem se ye ntwi omoka club licensing board chairman e ba habeka say your clubs need licenses to play football. They are playing football. Those are the areas that we're talking about. Under 15, under 20, under 17, under 23 blasters, local football. Those are the areas we are expecting enhancement. And now you enhancing yourself and developing yourself at the expense of Ghana. Eti anuti na make say one convince you bia. Eti ora potoro. Minim say won dimi nka president onye adwuma bia. And he says yes, it will be unfair for you to say that he's not working. But the fact of the matter is that adwuma na oye no and reflected in any section so far as your football and your concern. Eti again, on the project in the trajectory and changing the game, he has really changed the game to benefit him. Your ball also need to be at the better position. I am so you are benefiting. Football people be benefiting, players be benefiting, coaches be benefiting, referees be benefiting, match committee be benefiting. And konkoye issue of nipa baako o de da bia na wo ko anim, da bia na wo ko anim. Na ye board ankasa ye do ba se bra be di animu ne de e ko kiri. Eno ne ba bia e wo se president etna se no hwe. After 6 years, a dear na ye born in all departments of our football. No? A dear niyama why to improve those sessions. Those are the areas also where you don't need to get closer to him to know all these things.
Good afternoon, sir. We don't expect to see any catch them young referees in our FA Cup semi-final matches, because all the FA Cup matches everywhere are officiated by their FIFA referees. It's a disrespect to the FIFA referees when they are not appointed for our big games. I'm enjoying Andy, referee Patrick Papala,
Okay.
and Apejawi Atum.
You
Someone go for them young phobia may handle semi-finals. No,
so
yes, everywhere. Then sir,
problem back one ye wopa, and I always keep on asking these questions. Etina Inter Milan, ene Barcelona ne bebo, Simon Seniak in the PD referee. A referee, what do work a final? What do you UEFA Champions League final? Share level of game, a final before the final. It calls for a referee at that level. And now you share Inter, and a year Barcelona again. It was Clement Pen. And also the UEFA Champions League final between Liverpool and then Real Madrid. You share Arsenal versus PSG. You Zlatko Vincic. Also empty. A Champions League final between Dortmund and Real Madrid. UEFA who said referee be brain our system. But at that level, you need a referee general. Tension fan, obey in charge, obey to control the egos of the players, obey you to the players he is in charge. And teacher, 4 matches now Barcelona referees are my bomb. And the Ghana Premier League. And the FA Cup semi-final games. Here the Obianco this are. Obianco this are.
catch them young.
There be.
They are 2 gum no handle.
You know, catch them
Very
young.
big games.
Because one Chelsea, what catch them young. No. There be.
Also FIFA referees no. and as a handle semi-final games.
You know, I have some level on you.
Yeah, so that papa like
Me wa papa la wa. And tina mama examples of referees are. What that level no. Omo de di sa matches no. Eti sasa we di no me kan ya che. We have FIFA referees when it come to big games. Then we need a cover. Sorry, referees or mobile apps or go big games. No, UEFA will never do that. That you need to pass through the trajectory. It was saying kakranka. No one bad through slow. You need to pass through the system. Yeah. And that's how to honor for say bedi kotokone has. No.
Okay.
Tensi match be na wadi o ba bedi kotokone has to folk. Tensi match be na wadi FA Cup semi-final between Rekum Chelsea and Kotoko Okwa Akodie. Venue ne kura no, ubetimi accommodate the system, ubetimi accommodate venue no. You need to pick referees who are boss, referees who are in charge, referees who can reject bribe. No matter me tina plaque and so because you know a final before the final game of Rekum Chelsea ne Kotoko Ebon. Obia life depends on this particular game. Se Kotoko chance on beji trophy or more chance of FA Cup nim dodo ete league no. Samson Rekum Chelsea. The only live fire for them this season should be that FA Cup. It needs a referee or top level referee who has huge experience to be at the middle.
Yeah, baby, you know, now Kingsley Tamale, it seems as Asante Kotoko don't have an official free kick taker, and looks like whoever is penalized, okay, have control to take the kick himself. If not, why will entry take that last minute kick? Whilst it could have resulted in a goal. Also, on Tiasie,
Kotoko, you take your.
I said, you be trying why be trying one. Oh, sorry, ball as a idea.
Kotoko, you book Kotoko free kick here, Patrick. I see. The man Emmanuel entry boss are born. The Emmanuel entry is another free kick expert.
Okay.
But Kotoko games no free kick never do one. Obi onimi Emmanuel entry ewo Olympics. Apart from the ball now born, one area man in the Ghana Premier League the set pieces.
Okay.
It's born at that vital area. I agree. That ball should have been given to a left-footed player. But also when so the free kick ball bet me about it was the reason why team ball born and Chester Kotoko need your free. Patrick said never Kotoko free kicks.
Okay. Yeah, the Jumano bury a man no number bones and so at the music class no at was so the amaya now and then Ura of 4141 Ura 4141 and then a Ura birthday Ura Berman no and then a birthday my young wish you happy birthday Nako Ponce de American no uncle so na onyo kese na the ohwe bia so Nako on fa enemo DNT na Tony o ma yenhwe Ura picture no the do baby na mo let it down we need it
on match dey am fa ba
okay for 2 minutes yes sorry
Madam Hayford a former teacher we do them senior high school Hayford wife message Victoria also mensa and your birthday me show me gina ukura nem na ma we show happy birthday Nyankopon nhyira na onya okese.
Okay. Enti yemfa enti ha.
You know, time the connect and come back. Will be the question be by Chinaman. And upon all yes, I mean answer kakra, but I'll continue tomorrow.
Okay.
Or say come poku ne Abet. Ba compete or be pass am back. Enti coach teaching a China empire banner time we have time to discuss.
Referee be so the same be by me na be push akọ na me yadoma ochina. Edamu nyina se afi na odi owura picture eba. Oh man na de gra. Owura photo happy birthday 4141. Me show na on your case why you nyina be share 41. Yakramo Music Plus up next with Bones.